Good morning. This is the recommending committee for November 3rd, 2025. We are called to order. Are we in compliance with the open meeting law?
Yes, you are.
Fantastic. Public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda. If you have something you'd like to say, please do so now. Hearing and seeing none, moving on to item number 4, for possible action to approve the final minutes. By reference of the October 13th, 2025 recommending committee meeting, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
We have a motion. Please vote and post. And that item passes. Moving on to item number 5, bill number 2025-36 for possible action. Amends various sections of LVMC chapter 6.75 relating to short-term residential rentals to conform the definition of the term to the definition of that term as found in LVMC Title 19. Update and clarify requirements related to owner occupancy and liability insurance. Proposed by Mr. Floyd. I'll turn it over to Mr. Lowenstein or Ms. Darcy.
Good morning, Chairman and members of Council. The proposed amendment, Darcy Alibi heard for the record, Business Licensing Manager. The proposed amendment affects 3 portions of the existing licensing language found within Title 6.75. The amendment first seeks definition parity with Title 19 by referencing NRS and clarifying that the term does not include the renting of residential accessory structures, residential accessory dwelling units, a tent, a trailer, or mobile unit. It goes further to identify that if multiple units exist on site, each will be considered a separate short-term residential rental. Secondly, the amendment addresses owner's occupancy by having a bedroom identified on an approved floor plan. And thirdly, the amendment addresses insurance certificate requirements. And staff seeks your recommendation of approval. Thank you.
Thank you. And as I read this, it looked a lot like cleanup language. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any questions up here? This is a public comment period, if anybody would like to comment. Hearing and seeing none, I will entertain a motion. There's a motion, please vote and post. And that item passes. And Mr. Attorney, do we have that one sheet that Ms. Sagerbloom would have handed to me already, but you have not? We were waiting for you to get here. I was expecting it on the desk. That item passes and will be eligible in the November 19th, 2025 City Council meeting. Moving on to item number 6. Bill number 2025-37 for possible action amends LVMC Title 7 by adding a new chapter therein designated as Chapter 7.43 to require certain owners and operators of commercial establishments engaged in the business of handling pets to complete a training course on handling pets. This is proposed by Jason Potts, our Chief of Public Safety.
Jeff Dorkak, City Attorney. This is a bill that is required under a bill that was passed in this past session from the state legislature. We have a training program devised with our DPS Animal Protection Services, and Mr. Tovar is here if there's any questions. Or Rudy, I don't know if you wanted to kind of highlight what you came up with.
Rudy Tovar, DPS Manager for the record, overseeing Animal Protection Services. Yeah, basically we had to create a training program related to animal handling. So we just took the opportunity to address animal handling and a couple other important items in Title VII that are just reminders for folks that operate animal handling businesses and some nonprofits that are going to fall into this requirement. So it's a state requirement. We're just going to go ahead and have that ordinance come on board as required by the state. So it's pretty straightforward.
The only question I had is, how do people become aware of this training requirement? Like, what's the actual process?
So for us, it's pretty easy. Most of these businesses already have a permit with us, and so it's just a matter of us reaching out to them. We have all their information on file, both through their business license and through the permit that they have with Animal Protection Services. So we reach out to them, let them know that it's required training. We'll send them a link. We already have the training drafted. They would go ahead and take the training online, and then a notification is sent back to Animal Protection Services. We'll put that into their file, and it's due every 2 years, and it's for the owner or operator only of the business.
And when a new applicant comes through, do they get the notification through business licensing or through Animal Protective Services?
So this would be through Animal Protection Services because it's in Title VII, so it's just a lot easier for us to get it addressed because we have their physical file related to all inspections and things of that nature. So we'll just throw it in there, and so the notification they'll get from us. When they come online with us, we essentially verbalize some of the key points of Title VII. Here we're just going to add on an additional training to that.
Thank you very much. Those are my questions. Any other questions? Go.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Tovar, who offers this training?
So it's going to have to be offered by us, Animal Protection Services.
Okay, and I guess how many staff members do you foresee this may entail, and what's the frequency of the offerings based on all the folks we have registered that may? Did you guys kind of assess how many folks we would be calling back to go through? Do you have an estimate?
Yeah,
maybe a
I have
number?
290 businesses, not including any nonprofits which do not require a permit in Title VII. But in a nutshell, we're looking at about 290 businesses, so it'll be 290 owners or their operator will be taking the training. And like I said, I made it an online training, so it's simpler and easier for them to accomplish that task.
You know about online trainings though, right? As a former teacher, I saw so many of those trainings just being played and not really being tended to. So that's my only pause for concern when it is made online, that there are checkpoints, but some people get very adept at figuring out how to pass the checkpoints without really paying heed to the content. So I guess something for us to think about, and I don't know if there's a way that you can see how long or how little of a time people spent on it as
Yeah,
well.
I'm not sure if I can actually see the length of time they spent on it, but the permit that they have with us requires essentially an inspection every year. And so when we do the inspection, we stop by, we speak to them, we go ahead and go over a lot of the points that are in the training itself. So they're getting it both from us in person and online.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Questions? The public hearing, if anybody would like to comment. Hearing and seeing none, I'll entertain a motion. There's a motion to approve. Please vote. And post. And that item passes. And will be heard at the City Council meeting on November 19th, 2025. Moving on now to item number 7. Thank you, Mr. Tovar. Bill number 2025-38 for possible action adopts that certain document entitled Development Agreement for Desert Pines, including the incorporated Desert Pines Development Standards and Architectural Design Guidelines and other incorporated elements. This is sponsored by Councilwoman Olivia Diaz.
Mr. Chairman, Peter Lowenstein for the record. As you will remember, the City Council approved the Desert Pines Development Agreement in July of this year. That agreement facilitated a mixed-use, mixed-income master plan community consisting of 1,566 units on approximately 95 acres. The ordinance before you today is an administrative step required by NRS Statutes 278.0203, and staff seeks your recommendation for approval. Thank you.
Are there any questions up here? And do you want to say anything, Ms. Lazovich?
Good morning, Jennifer Lazovich, 1980 Festival Plaza Drive. I think I just wanted to come up and say hello under this new setting, but we appreciate the city's continued partnership on this development agreement, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I don't think we have any questions.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is a public hearing for anybody else who would like to comment. Hearing and seeing none, Ms. Councilwoman Diaz, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, super excited. We're finally getting to establish these standards that our team has been working on for what seems like forever. So thank you so much to them and the diligence put in to negotiate what we think will make some sound guardrails for the development of the 95 acres. So with that, I'm going to move to approve.
There's a motion, please vote. And post. And that item passes and will be heard on the November 19th, 2025 City Council meeting, which brings us to item number 8, citizen participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda may be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the recommending committee. If you'd like to comment, now is your time. Hearing and seeing none, we can adjourn the meeting. Thanks, everyone.